Hello there guys, I hope you're feeling great for this one. I hope you got your attention in check, because you're going to want to stay tuned and hear this out if you are just getting into spirituality or if you even have been into it for a while. The spiritual path is definitely one that not everyone's going to understand. It's definitely the road less traveled by, and at times it might get lonely. However, you are not alone, and this is definitely the most beneficial path for yourself that you can take. This path will lead you to ultimate bliss, better understanding yourself, and being at peace with who you truly are. Before we fully get into this, I always recommend everyone to do their own research because everyone takes everything differently. I'm just giving as much knowledge as I can with the experience that I've had with it. So let's get into the 5 tips that are going to help you during your spiritual transition. Spirituality is really something that you're doing for yourself, for your own inner peace. It doesn't put you on a level that's higher than anyone else. It actually lets you see people more eye to eye and understand where they're coming from. Many times when I first started, I wanted to tell everyone about how great it was, how good I've been feeling, and how much I've been understanding myself, and I just wanted to spread it. But the best thing you can do is lead by example and really go through it for yourself. Do not get discouraged. You are not alone, and this is something you want to keep on going through with yourself, and as time progresses you're going to find a lot of like-minded people. Alright, number 2. There are going to be points where you're going to feel like no one understands you anymore, and you're going to wish you can go back. But do not give up. There is so much reward waiting during the journey to be picked up by you. It's true that not a lot of people understand the spiritual path, and there could be a persona behind it saying hippie, witch, or whatever not. Some people get scared when you bring up spirituality because they are not at peace with themselves, so they feel really uneasy. People are not going to understand all of the terms like different dimensions. People are not going to understand that we're all immortal beings. People are not going to even understand that love is actually going to win and peace and love needs to guide the way. There's a lot of people that don't understand this just because of how society has already programmed them. Do not give up just because people aren't understanding you that you used to talk to. Like I said, there were a good 2-3 years where I lost almost all connections that I had. All I had was 1 or 2 close friends that were open and did want to hear me. They weren't on the path, but they were there for me. Everyone else, even my own parents, thought that I was going crazy. Had I quit, I would not be the person I am today. I wouldn't be making this video, and I wouldn't be loving every single moment that I have on this earth. Do not quit if nobody understands you. That is perfectly okay. The greatest minds can't be understood by lower level minds. Just see those people eye to eye, okay? And just keep on being yourself. Number 3 is something I learned a bit later that really escalated my path. Number 3 is learn to forgive the outside world. Once we start learning things about how everything is karma, everything needs to be controlled by love, and how the rest of the world lives in fear, when we learn about the impact that our actions have, when we learn the impact that our words have on other people, and how that literally affects them like magic, our self is going to start to be really angry at humanity. It'll happen. Or you just want to give humanity a big ol' slap in the face because we've been destroying nature, because of all the negativity, because of people saying bad words to each other. We're going to want to be angry at them. We might start to get pissed off. But believe me, these people do not understand yet. It is part of their journey to relearn and understand that they need to make the shift, and that's only something they can learn from themselves. Sometimes you telling them that they're doing the wrong thing and they should get on a more greater path will actually push them away and drive more negativity. It's best to let it be, and you want to forgive them. Forgive those who have caused past traumas in your life. Forgive those who do not understand love. Forgive anyone that you hold any resentment towards. This is going to help you with your peace of mind This is going to help you to move forward and lose attachments, and this is ultimately going to help the whole entire world, because once the world is forgiven is when they feel like they can actually start doing something. Alright, number 4. If you are going through a spiritual transition right now, or just starting, you want to be getting a lot of sleep. Get 8 hours. It's okay to get 10 hours. If you feel like you only need 6 hours, so be it. But when we're asleep, especially during spiritual awakening and transition, is when we are learning more about ourselves, and our higher selves are actually coming through and learning so much more knowledge. When we're going through a transition, sleep time is when we're in the cosmic room. It's when we're in touch with higher dimensions. It's when we're in touch with our higher selves. And we want to have as much time as we can in a deep sleep during spiritual transition to really be getting messages, so our higher selves can pick up messages when we're asleep. Because when we're asleep, we fall asleep to this dream and we wake up to a higher reality. That's why time doesn't really exist in dreams and things can just happen. It's because we're actually existing in higher dimensions. So get as much sleep as you can, have as much deep sleep as you can right now. You need to rest, and you need to gain these messages in the cosmic room, so call it. And the last great tip when you're going through this is connect, and go to spiritual meetings, spiritual gatherings like group meditations, group yogas. Go to spiritual retreats. Try an ayahuasca retreat. But anything that may make you feel uncomfortable is actually probably a good thing to do right now. If you feel uncomfortable meditating with 20 people, it's probably a really good thing for you to do right now. You want to go out there and you want to meet like-minded people, because you're going to start realizing that there's so many people that are thinking this way, and you're actually going to be really, really happy. Like when you find other people that think this way in terms of love, in terms of higher dimensions, in terms of greater knowledge and wisdom, in spiritual terms, when you meet those people, it is one of the most blissful moments that you've had in your life. I remember going to ayahuasca ceremonies and even a couple group yogas and just talking with people after, and I was like, wow, there are actually people out there that are like me. I came back feeling so supported, so much less alone, and I really recommend that if you are going through a major transition, go out there, go on the internet, and search up things like group meditation, spiritual retreats, or just spiritual group. Go on spiritual forums on the internet, get connected, join the conversation online. You're going to find that there are so many people that actually think this way, and you're going to find that you are not alone. So, that's the end of the video, guys. Do subscribe if you like this content, and if you think that I am thinking like you, if you find that we are like-minded people, feel free to connect, subscribe, send me a message. You know, send me a direct message on this YouTube, and I will get back to you, because the more support that we have for each other, the greater change we're going to be able to make for the whole world. You got to be the change you want to see. Be that change, be that example, and lead. Be a leader. Like this video if it helped, and share it with anyone you actually know that's might be going through a spiritual transition in their life. I wish you lots of love and courage going through your journey, and really the journey's only really just begun in April of 2020. Alright, peace out guys, bye.